Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. Start off the cold weather season, we're headed to the Bushcraft shelter. Figured that was a nice easy first camp to kick off the winter camping season. And I haven't been all summer, so I'm not too sure what to expect. I mean, it should still be standing, it was pretty well built. But haven't actually gone to check it out all summer, so headed there now. I did bring a tarp in case there's something. And yeah, I'll get there, set up camp. See you guys there. For the record, I feel really stupid doing these shots. As you all know, I have to go bring my sled there, come back to the camera, walk back to my sled. I'll do them though, but I always feel stupid doing them. One thing I've really been considering is getting an ATV. This is the forest I do most of my winter camping in, and all of the trails, or almost all of the trails, are accessible by ATV or by foot. So it's sort of a mix of both, but it would make life so much easier. Not this year, but something for me to consider in the future. I think something's been living in there. Looks like it's still holding up. I think someone lost the plastic cover underneath an ATV. I don't know ATVs very well, but I know cars, and this looks exactly like one of the covers underneath your oil pan or something like that. We'll keep this somewhere. Do a little cleanup. Get some wood. I just see a branch down there. I'll try to clean up what's down already. And get a little fire going. It's not too cold today. It's -5 Celsius or so, and it's going to go up in temperature only 2-3 degrees, but it'll be right around the freezing point tonight, which is quite a nice temperature to camp at, so looking forward to it. And for my American friends, sorry, -5 Celsius is around 20 or low 20s Fahrenheit. Sorry, I try to include you guys as well. Looks like someone's been here since my last visit, which is sort of to be expected. But it actually looks like they continued working on the shelter. These weren't as solid last time. I mean, that one's still a little loose, but these two seem like they wedged them in a bit. Been doing some work. I did leave some firewood down under there. And looks like they like Bud Light. There's a can of Bud Light under there too. I've actually been leaving my firewood underneath, so I might take it out this year because it looks like they might finish at this pace. So I'll get that out of there, find a new spot for that at some point this season. And yeah, let's get the firewood going. It's not too cold out. I think one sled worth should be fine. I was thinking of like placing it nicely and having it organized. I think I'm just gonna leave it in the sled, put the sled on the side, and take as I need, honestly. Feeling lazy today. You for sure heard me say it before, but I really like bringing that sled. It makes life so much easier. This is all my like flashlights, knives, utensils, food, cookware, all that stuff, all the little miscellaneous things I need for camping. And that right there is a dry bag. And in this I put all of my sleeping stuff. So my sleeping pad, sleeping bag, pillow. Sometimes I put change of clothes in there, some stuff to sleep in, extra socks. I forgot my extra socks. But keeps everything dry and is just really useful to have everything separated. I don't have to go rummaging around one big backpack trying to find everything. It keeps it simple and keeps it organized. So just one more thing to keep it simple out here. As for fire starter today, I have the Canadian Tire catalog, and it's kind of fitting. It's actually the camping section. I have one of these little charcoal briquettes to light your barbecues, charcoal, and a pack of matches. I have a bunch of these Coghlan's matches left over from a video I did about over a year ago. I don't know what to do with them, so kind of a boring way to start fire, but it's super simple. I do have a lighter in case. I almost always bring a lighter in case, but that's only if I really need it, and we'll get started with this. Extra gloves. Always bring extra gloves. That way I can sort of be careless with these. They get wet, they get ripped as I'm prepping wood. Always have extra gloves. This here has been a game changer since last year. I didn't get much of a chance to use it last year, but it's an electronic hand warmer. So I sort of just turn this on, put it in my pocket, keep my hands warm between shots and all that. At night, this goes in my sleeping bag, and it's usually good overnight. So haven't had time to test it out too much, but I didn't know these existed until last year, and I wish I had one so much longer. Not only that, but you can actually use it to charge your cell phone and all that. So it's pretty cool. But this goes in my front pocket, keeps my hands warm. Goes in my sleeping bag at night. I'm almost always going to bring this from now on when I winter camp. It's kind of just nice to have in case. Still bring those hot hands, those single-use packets once in a while, but it's kind of nice having a reusable option. And for once, I think I'll prep my food while there's still some daylight. I'm saying that now, but I do need to get some coals. Then we'll start dinner. Dinner is pretty simple. I have it on here. It's some leftovers and some meat. So it's a marinated beef. Let me get it out for you actually. It's getting a bit colder actually. So I have some leftover roasted potatoes in here and some marinated beef. So I'm going to fry this up, or sear it up, whatever you want to call it. Throw the potatoes in to warm them up, and should be a pretty simple but tasty dinner. that smoke in the eyes will get you. That should be enough to make food, make my dinner. And I think I have too much wood, but it was easy to get. It was, by the way, that is a dryer drum, in case you're wondering. And I think I have too much wood, but it was easy to gather because I actually cleared the path at the same time, so it's kind of a no-brainer. And I already, just from sitting here, I see enough wood probably to last me the winter, that the few times I'm going to come here. Yeah, the dryer drums work insanely well as a fire pit. All those little holes create ventilation, and the airflow. It's kind of strange how well they work for fire pits. And it's around that time where my hands start getting cold, so turn this little guy on. I usually set it pretty low, just so it's warm and I don't kill the battery, but it typically lasts pretty long. I just kind of throw this in this pocket here, throw my gloves in there as well. Like I said, I wish I knew these existed years ago, because I would have been using them the whole time. And another reason why I'm taking that out is because I'm going to be holding my beer. Put my gloves away, small ones at least. Today's beer is from Bo's Brewery, and this is the Refresher Raspberry Pineapple Passion Fruit. And it is I think it's a lager. I'm not really sure It's a fruity summer beer, and I am a bit out of season, but cheers anyway, guys. Yeah, it tastes like your typical light beer with some fruits. Not in a bad way though. Not angry about it. Fun story about this. This is from Bo's Brewery. I've talked about them before, and every time I talk about them, I'll probably mention it. This was the brewery that got me interested and enjoying visiting breweries. And you know, they're at the east end of Ontario, so they're right near Quebec. They're about an hour drive from where I live. It's really fun to visit them. And I had posted about them a bit last summer or last year, and on Instagram they contacted me and say that, hey, thanks for posting about us a few times, you know, what's your address? We have a package for you. So they sent me a package. Had a few of these, got in summer, so had a few summer beers. This was great on my kayak one day. This is a really good summer beach beer. And came with the glass, came with a few other things, and there was no catch. It was just like, hey, thanks, here you go. And they also gave me a 5-liter mini keg, so I wasn't too sure what to do with that keg. I haven't used it yet, I'm obviously not going to use it for video because I don't plan on drinking that much when I'm alone at all. And I haven't really figured out how to use it with friends because we go hiking a lot, and that's what we usually do. You can't really bring one of those hiking because it shakes around and then you just get foam as you pour it. So I'm thinking this winter using it when I go ice fishing. If I go with a group of friends, set it up on the ice, it'll be cold, it'll be nice, and just have that going. But no, it was pretty cool of them. Bose Brewery in Ontario, Vankleigh Kill, Ontario. Really cool of them, and yeah, like I said, this is a summer beer, so they probably don't have it now. And when I opened my fridge to pick the beer for today, I saw this one, and I kind of said, yeah, I should, summer's kind of gone, so I should get rid of that one. Well, get rid of it, drink it. And honestly, even in the cold, it's pretty good beer. So cheers, guys. Cheers to Bose. And definitely go check them out. They didn't ask me to do any of this, but the least I could do is give them a little shout out. So cheers, guys. I did originally bring a bowl to put my meal in to feel a bit more civilized, but honestly, I'm just going to eat it out of the pot. I also brought a spork, but this thing works just fine, and I don't want to share it with anyone, so. A little overcooked. Between taking shots, setting up the tripod and everything. And it happens quite often, actually. It's alright, though. It's actually one of the reasons why I often bring sausages when I camp, especially when I'm filming, because I can easily overcook it and it's usually still juicy and stuff. This is so fine. I mean, there was about half a gallon of oil in there, so it's still alright. And the potatoes, too. Probably have an hour left of daylight. Kind of nice. That's why I took out my headlamp. Doesn't show, but it's really hard to eat in the dark. Can't really see what you're doing, so. That's actually the reason why I got a headlamp. First time I went out camping, I didn't have one. And I was trying to eat out of a pot, and I just couldn't see what was in there, so I just kept putting my fork in, lifting it, there'd be nothing on it. Kept doing that over, and what I ended up doing was putting my phone, I think, in my mouth to have the light down, I'd grab something, take my phone out with the other hand. I don't really know what I did, but I think I went home the next day and immediately bought a headlamp. Alright, I've been sitting around the campfire for a few hours. You guys know the drill. I'm out of food. I'm almost out of beer. I've been sipping it this whole time. And I'm almost out of firewood as well. I have a little bit left in the sled. I put some aside for my next camp. Not gonna use it tonight. And I'm gonna set up my bed, get to sleep, and I will see you guys in the morning. Trying not to bore you guys anymore with blowing up this mattress. I got this little guy today. And I do apologize for the sound in advance. It's not terrible in person, but the camera just makes it so much worse. The mic makes it so much worse. I'm not too sure. Did I bring the right adapter? That is the question. Yes, I did. I just put it on backwards. everyone. Stoked the fire one last time. I'm gonna crawl into bed. That's the beauty of winter camping, is I can actually leave a small fire going and sort of fall asleep. It's the only time of year I'll do that. But I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It warmed up a little bit this morning, and for those who know, I'm not very much a morning person, so I was going to make some coffee and head out. I bring these little packs just to mix in my water in the morning. Unfortunately, I can't even do that because my water is completely frozen. So, gonna pack up, clean up, pack out. My brain is slow in the morning. Pack up, clean up, and then head out. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.